Hi, this is David with Right Politics. So, I wanted to talk about some very important things this week about the Hitler regime and how much it mirrors Black Lives Matters. From when I was watching these videos the other day about how Nazi Germany basically had this self-given right to dictate the country. Although they were the political power enforced, they were not necessarily dictators in the sense of the way that people viewed them. You put these images right next to each other where Black Lives Matters have all these white people and children taking a knee as they parade down the streets. And in the same way, Adolf Hitler and all of his party had the citizens of Germany giving the symbols and kneeling and doing all types of things to basically show honor towards the new political power. But they weren't just showing honor out of fear of being persecuted. They honestly believed that the ideas of this party were going in the right direction. They also saw the economy increase. And the reason I wanted to say this is there is no better way to control a society than manipulating the media and manipulating statues and monuments that have been given by the founders of the country to serve as a reminder of history, good, bad, or ugly. It's like if you were honestly looking at history through the eyes of someone 100 years from now, and they take away about 150 years of our history, it's not going to look very good. There's going to be a lot of stuff missing, and those gaps are crucial, good or bad, towards our country continuing to grow in the direction that it should. So the reason I say this is because there's so much controversy. I have many friends who are also liberals, and they see every aspect of Black Lives Matter as being peaceful and being something that's not trying to uproot our society. But the reality is, protesting is in our First Amendment, and there's no doubt about that. But what is not in our First Amendment is damaging of property. So criminals need to be prosecuted regardless. But the ones who are peaceful protesting cannot call themselves Black Lives Matter and not be affiliated with the rioters, because the rioters are going to take an even greater cause to make themselves known. So you can't say that gun owners, for instance, are all the same, because there are some gun owners that break the law. But the ones who do not break the law are the ones that are law-abiding gun owners. So we cannot look at the Black Lives Matter protesters without looking at the rioters, because I watched these African-American guys, and they were very, very like anti-system, anti-society. They were not the ones that you would see on the news, but they were saying that the Black Lives Matter's leaders were actually calling for all of this to happen. They were calling all Black Lives Matters, people who are in that organization, to go and riot and pillage, basically to show the government that they mean business. And if you take a leader of an organization that tells its clientele to go and loot, then you are a terrorist organization. And I put this on a post. Domestic terrorism is a really big deal, and these rioters should not be met with police officers, because the police officers, they don't respect anyways. So what is 20, 30 police officers going to do? Police officers are dying at the hands of these rioters almost every day. Many of them are women, many of them are black. So it's black on black violence. So the National Guard is not respected. So the only way you can stop these rioters are getting military presence by these national monuments, by these stores that are getting pillaged. And then we can look at a solution, because in the same way, the military is deployed all over the world to keep the peace. Most insurgencies will not even begin because they know that the American military is there, so they won't even try it. So in the same way, Black Lives Matters, rioters will not be stopped unless there's military force, because as soon as they're put in jail, these celebrities are bailing them out. It's actually a joke, and it's a huge slap in the face to our law enforcement that they're bending the rules so severely. So anyways, that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. If you like what you hear, please like, please subscribe, and we'll see you on another episode of Right Politics.